everyone. Welcome to our presentation. Today you will learn how to use recurrent enrollments and due dates to increase user engagement. My name is Veronika Sniegirova. I'm a product manager of Rockstar Learning Platform at eLearning Brothers, and I will be going over recurrent enrollments today. And I will be co-presenting with Karlene Redinger.
Hi, everyone. I'm Karlene. I am the technical project manager on the professional services team. And today I'll be going over how to use due dates in the Rockstar Learning platform.
Thank you, Karlene. All right, so on January 11th, we launched a new release of Rockstar Learning Platform. It included such features as auto recurrent enrollments due dates, Lectora one-click publish, and all learner group, and such feature enhancements as preview modules, expired module status, cancel RSVP. We added user status field to module completion export report and improve usability of SCORM files that are launched in a new window, as well as improved load time of content admin page. And today we'll be, as I've said earlier, we'll be going over auto recurrent enrollments and enrollment due dates during the presentation. Okay, so auto recurrent enrollments lets you save time. You no longer have to manually renew enrollments for annual, semi-annual, and monthly compliance training as an platform administrator. The Rockstar Learning platform now lets admins set up automated recurrent enrollments that can be renewed per period. And I have two poll questions to ask you. The first one is there recurrent training in your company? And you can answer yes or no. The second question will be, how often do they recur? Is it an annual training, semi-annual training, or monthly training? So you can answer the questions while I'm going over my presentation. So let's talk about why we built this feature. Majority of our clients have recurring training. For example, compliance training that it needs to be taken yearly, every year. And previously, before we launched this feature, we implemented this feature, you had to make a copy of the course and manually enroll learners into that course periodically. So that was a really time-consuming and manual process, and we decided to automate it and improve their user experience of their administrators. So now I will show you how to do it, how to set it up in the platform. First of all, you have to log into Rockstar Learning platform as an administrator. All right, we've got some results. So usually the majority of the recurrent trainings are annual trainings, and that's what I'll be going over right now. I'll show you how to set it up in the Rockstar Learning platform. Thank you for answering. All right, so first of all, you have to log into Rockstar Learning platform as an administrator and browse to admin page and go to content tab. And here you have to select a course, a recurrent course. Hit open, click edit, and scroll to enrollment settings, and over here you have to make sure that allow users to enroll toggle is set to yes, and we've added a new toggle over here, make this a recurrent enrollment, and that's how you enable recurrent enrollments. Set it to yes, and below it you have to set up frequency, how often this course will renew. So for the annual training, you would enter 365 days. Right now it is set up to renew every day for the demo purposes. Then just click update and publish the course. I'm not going to do it because it's already published and I've set it up before the call. But after that, you would have to enroll learners into the course. So just browse to enrollments tab and search for the course that you have set up to recur. And over here, we added this circular arrow on to the card to for all of the recurrent enrollments. And if you hover over this icon, you will see their renewal frequencies. So this course is set up to renew every day. So in order to enroll learners into the course, hit show all users and select a user that you would like to enroll into this course. Right now, I'll just enroll one user, but you can enroll entire enterprise or office or multiple users as well. But I'll just enroll one user here. So in the background, the system will enroll a user into this course, and their learner or user will receive an enrollment email. Okay. So Samuel, that's the learner that I have enrolled, received this enrollment email, and that contains their name of the course, the thumbnail, and the start button. So I can launch the course by clicking the start button, but I can actually, I need to log into the system in a different browser because I'm logged in as an administrator in Google Chrome. So I'll just log in as Samuel in Firefox. And this course, Effective Sales for Manufacturing, it appeared on my Enroll tab of the dashboard. And it also appeared in the course hierarchy over here. And the learner also received their in-app notification that you have been enrolled in the course Effective Sales for Manufacturing. So I can launch it right from the dashboard. This is the contents of the course. It has only one PDF file in it. And right now, their completion status is not started because I haven't started the course yet. So now I can view the module in the course. And because it's a PDF file, right after I view this page, the status will be updated to completed on their module page as well as the course page. And actually, we have improved reporting section for recurrent enrollments as well. So going back to Google Chrome and my where I am logged in as an administrator, I can go to admin, click on reports tab and browse to enrollment completion report. And over here, I can view completion status of Samuel. So Samuel have completed the course. It's 100% complete because there is only one module in the course right now. And over here, we list the current enrollment date range. It's just 1 day because I've set it up to renew every day. And here's, it indicates that this module was completed. But let's pick a learner who has some recurring training set up. Emily, let's see. Not this one, 1 second. All right, so I enrolled Emily into this course last week, and it had renewed for her, and she was re-enrolled into this course for the past week. And as an administrator, I can check her completion status for each enrollment period. So it looks like Emily didn't complete the course on January 21st or January 22nd or January 23rd, but she completed it on 26th and on 20th as well. So what happens, and this is how administrators can check completion status for different, for previous enrollments as well as the current enrollment. But let's talk about what happens when their course renews for the learner. So when the course is renewed, the learner will receive an an enrollment email just like this. So for example, Samuel tomorrow will receive again this effective sales for manufacturing enrollment email. He will be re-enrolled into this course, and when he will start it, his completion status will be updated. And over here, it will say that he completed 0 out of 100, and he will have to retake the course in order to update their completion status. So it looks like let me see. Yes, so this waste reduction course is a recurring course as well. So he was re-enrolled into this course several times already, and today he didn't have a chance to take it, so their completion status is 0 here. So this is recurrent enrollments, and now Karlene will go over enrollment due dates.
Okay, thank you, Veronika. I'm just going to share my screen. Okay. All right. So now that Veronika has shown you how to use recurring enrollments, I'll be demonstrating how you can incorporate the due dates feature into your recurring enrollments and how to use them on their own without recurring enrollments. We created this feature for Rockstar Learning platform admins that have courses that need to be completed within a certain time frame. The due dates feature lets your users know that the course needs to be completed within a certain amount of time by a certain date. And for admins, we also added a reporting feature that will easily let you see who's due soon, who's past due, and who's completed within that time frame. So let's take a look at the platform. And similarly to the recurring enrollments, the first step you have to take in order to use due dates is to make sure that your course has the enrollment setting turned on. So for this example, we're going to use the quality assurance process. So what you do is click Open, Edit, and then just scroll down until you see the enrollment settings area, and just make sure that this toggle is set to yes, and then you'll be able to use due dates. So you just have to update the course and then publish it. Since I already set this up, I'm just going to move on. So you're going to set all due dates within the enrollments tab here. Due dates are set on a user level, not on the course level. So you can set different due dates like per user or per user group. So on the left-hand side, I'm going to search for that course again. So that's quality assurance, and then I'm going to choose show all users. This is going to bring up everyone who has access to this course, and you can see we have 4 people that are already enrolled, and they do have due dates set, and you can tell because there's a little clock icon here. So the yellow clock means that it's due soon, it's due within a week. The red clock means that it's past due. You can see the due date was set for January 20th, and then the green clock means that he has plenty of time to complete the assignment. It's not due until February 28th. So that's what the different colors mean for the clocks. You can also click into the user here to see what they've completed in the course. So for this user, they've completed both modules in the course with a score of 100. So they've completed the assignment within the allowed amount of time. Now, if you want to set a due date up for a new user, you can just come to the list, click on the user, and then click Enroll. And you'll see the due date toggle is here. So you're going to click Yes and see 2 different options. So the first one, within a certain period of time, that's a relative due date. So if I chose 2 weeks, the due date is going to be set in 2 weeks from when I click this enroll button and put the user in the course. I can also choose a specific date. So let's say we can, set it for sometime in March, and then the user will have to complete the course by March 23rd. The course will be due at 11:59 p.m. EST of the selected day. You can also enroll larger groups of users, so you don't have to do it one by one. So if I click on the Enterprise and Office tab and I choose an enterprise, you can see the due date option is available there. You can also set it up for offices, and then you can also paste in a list of users and set up the due dates that way. All right, now the due dates are going to look slightly different for courses that do have recurring enrollments turned on. So let's just find one of those. And you can tell, like Veronika said, the recurring enrollment courses have this little icon. So let's click show all users on one of those. And then let's say I want to set a due date for myself. So I can click that, click enroll. Same process, except when you click the toggle here for add a due date, you're going to see that by specific due date is disabled. You can only set up relative due dates for courses with recurring enrollments. So it's going to be, you know, in 1 week, the due date will be set from the recurring enrollment period. You can't use a specific due date because that due date could be way in the past. You know, if you have a recurring enrollment set up for every year. All right. So let's take a look at what the due dates are going to look like for the users on the front end of the site. So I'm just going to go to this tab up here. It'll bring me to the dashboard. All right. So my user is enrolled into these 2 courses, and they do have due dates set up. You can see they have the little clock icon here. It's yellow, meaning that I have less than a week to complete it. So if I click into one of these, you can see the due date is displayed here. Again, we have the little yellow clock, and I've already completed this, so I'm all set. I've completed it within the due date parameters, and that will be reflected on the reporting tab for admins. So let's take a look at that tab. Just move my Zoom bar out of the way. I'm going to go back to the admin area, and then we're going to go to the reports tab. Okay. And the report that you're going to want to look at for due dates is enrollment by due date. It's going to look similar to the report Veronika was going over, except there's going to be a due date column. So at the top, you can either search by course or you can search by a specific user. So I'm just going to search for that quality assurance course again. That's going to pop up. If I click on the link, it's just going to pull up users that are enrolled in that course. So you can see we have all our users here. You can see that they all have due dates. Again, the little clock icons will be available to you, and you'll be able to see if they completed it as well. If I click on a user further, it's going to show, you know, what modules in the course they've completed. If there's a score, it'll display here as well. And then on the left, there's a couple other details, you know, due date, completion date, progress. That's available as well. If I go back, we've also added a filter here so that by default, it only displays active users. But if you wanted to include users that have been either unenrolled or inactivated in the users tab, you can include them in the report as well. So if I wanted to look at this data in an Excel sheet, that's also available. So I can click export to file, and I've exported this already. So I'm just going to share that report with you. Okay. And this is what it's going to look like. It has all of the user details, first name, last name, email address, enterprise, office, learner groups, all that. And then if we scroll over, you're going to be able to see the course name and the progress. So you'll be able to see who's completed it and who's still working on it. You'll also be able to see when they were enrolled, if it's a recurring enrollment, and then the due date will also be available. So you'll have all that same information in this report as well, if you want to like further manipulate the data. Okay, so let's go back to the platform. There we go. All right, so that's the reporting side of it. The last thing I want to review with due dates is going to be the email reminders. So as an admin, you might want to remind your users that the course is due soon, or if it's already past due. So you can set up those notifications on the course level. To do that, you're going to go into the Content tab. And then we're going to find the course that we want to set up the reminders for. So I'm going to open up the quality assurance process course again, click edit, scroll down, and then you're going to see this new area in the enrollment settings for due soon notifications and past due notifications. So I'm going to open that up by clicking on it. And these notifications are all going to be based on the due date that you set up in the enrollments tab. So if the user's due date is January 31st, then the email reminders would be based on that. So we could do, let's say, 2 weeks before January 31st, they'd receive an email, 1 week before, and let's say we'll do 1 day before. Same thing with past due notifications. We can do 1 week after January 31st, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So you can set that up in here, and then you just need to update and publish the course. Another thing that the reminders are going to do is send in-platform notifications. So if you're a user, you'll see this little icon here, click on the bell, and it's going to say, you know, you have a due date of 1/31, and it's going to be triggered based on what you set up in the course email reminder. So every time an email goes out, they'll get a notification here as well. And let me go back to our PowerPoint so I can show you what the email reminders look like. Okay, so here we have the due soon email notification. It's just going to say, you know, welcome to the course. Hello, Karlene, or username. Your course is due soon. Please complete it before the assigned due date. They can click start. It'll log them right into the platform. Same thing with past due, except it's just going to say it's past due. Please complete as soon as possible. They click start and they get taken right to the course in the platform. All right, so that kind of sums up due dates. To just kind of go over everything from the presentation today. Veronika went over auto recurring enrollments. So that's going to save a lot of time for platform administrators, so they don't have to recreate the course and then add the users to the course every year. And you're also going to be able to see all that information in the reporting tab, how many times they've been enrolled in the course and what they did each time. And then enrollment due dates, that's going to allow you to set a time frame for completion. You can use those with recurring enrollments or without. And then you'll be able to see all the reporting information with that new enrollment due dates report. You can see who's past due, who's completed it, and who has not. Okay, if you want to learn more about our other features, you can go to knowledgebase.elearningbrothers.com. There's articles there explaining all of the Rockstar Learning Platform features. And if you want to create a totally free account for the Rockstar Learning Platform, you can go to this URL here, and I'll show you how to access that. So you can just go to elearningbrothers.com, go to products, Rockstar Learning Platform, and then if you go to this pricing tab here, you'll see all of our different bundles, and you can create your free account right here. This is a totally free account. It doesn't expire. And you get up to 5 learners, 1 admin learner. You can upload as much content as you want and create as many courses as you want. You also get unlimited email support, and the platform is not limited. You do get access to all of the available features on the Rockstar Learning Platform. Okay. And that concludes our presentation. If you have any other questions, you can always reach out to support@elearningbrothers.com. And if we have time, we can probably answer some of those now, if there are any questions.
Yes, thank you, Karlene and Veronika. That was great. We do have a few questions, and I believe we have some time. So I'll try to get through all of these if we can. Referring to the enrollments tab, can all admins see all the assignments even if they didn't create it? Or can they only see the ones that they enrolled users in?
So that's going to depend on the admin permissions. A full site admin is always going to be able to see everything in the platform. So they'll be able to see every course and all users that have access to the course. If you're an enterprise or office admin, you will only see courses that you have access to, and you'll only be able to give other people assignments to courses that you have access to. So the main platform admin is the one that's going to set up all those permissions. So office and enterprise admins won't really be able to see anything that they're not supposed to.
Okay, so very customizable depending on your needs. In the platform, can you track how long it took users to complete a course, like from when they opened it and went through it? Is that something you can do in the platform, or would that need to be built in with the authoring tool that you created the course in?
Yeah, I don't.
So that,
Okay, go ahead.
yeah, right now we don't track the time a learner spends on the course. That would have to be built into their authoring course. But if your course mainly consists of the videos, then we don't mark them complete unless a learner completes 90% of their module. For example, if the video is 10 minutes long, then we only mark it complete if they watched 9 minutes. So we track that.
Okay, good to know. There are some questions about those email notifications that you showed. Can they be customized per course?
They can't be customized per course, but they do pull in the course name and the thumbnail image that you uploaded. So you can customize it that way. But as far as like the language on it or anything like that, we don't have the ability to customize those yet.
Yeah, but it is on the roadmap. It's something that we'll be hopefully working on this year.
Okay, cool. So keep an eye on that in the future, everyone. Do the due soon and past due emails go out in addition to whatever reminders are already set?
Yes, they are going to. So the regular email notifications that you set up when you enroll someone in a course, those will just go out until the user has completed the course, and then they'll stop. The past due and due soon notifications are all based on the due date. So those will get sent out before and after, and will also send out again if you have a recurring enrollment. So you might want to choose one or the other, but you could use both if you wanted to send them a lot of notifications.